Hello everyone, this is Gina. I'm making my YouTube debut today on the new moon solar eclipse on October 2nd, and I am going to channel a message from Spirit for you and just kind of see what's going on. So the energy that I am picking up on today is honestly a timeline shift. So it feels like that things have kind of gone off course, and that that Spirit has kind of had to make course corrections for some people. So this may not apply to everyone, but I feel like if you are finding this, that it might apply to you, and that's why you're hearing this message. So let's see. And so I don't really have a rhyme or reason to how I pull my cards. It's just kind of an intuitive way. So I don't pre-shuffle typically. So you'll kind of have to bear with me. If you don't like it, there's plenty of other readers online. So the first one, it says, Queens, money will be coming to you. I feel like we're off to a good start. Success. A ring. Marriage will take place either romantically or in a business. Heyo. Well, whatever reset took place, it looks like it's going to be a profitable one for you. Someone is behaving stupidly. Well, let's hope that's not you. Turkey. Or maybe a turkey symbolic for you. You never know. Mice, discord among friends or family. And see, part of the reset is not just bringing things back in, but also removing things that don't belong. That's part of what new moons kind of are all about. It's, it's new beginnings, but with the eclipse being part of this, it's a reset. So it's removing things as well. And we've got scissors, so cutting things out, right? It also says disappointment in some affairs, and so you might be cutting things out of your life that don't necessarily belong anymore. Oh, and then we have the star, guaranteed success. So we've got success twice here. So if there's something that you've been manifesting, it looks like you're going to be succeeding in that. So that's great. And then we have February. So we might have a little bit of a timeline here. And so whatever it is, not that you won't be succeeding until then, but it looks like, whatever it is, it might be coming to fruition. So maybe if that's that marriage that you're talking about, whether it's romantic or business, maybe that comes to full culmination, full fruition in February. Or maybe February is your birthday, birth month or whatever. That's my birth month. I'm an Aquarius, which is, seems to be a pretty lucky sign for this next coming couple of months. And what is it? There's a planet that is moving out of something and moving into Aquarius. I can't remember what it is, but apparently it's really, really lucky. So that might have something to do with it as well. All right. Let's see. Spirit is moving me to this deck. I'm not sure if you're familiar with this one. It's a Citadel deck. I love this deck. It's beautiful. I mean, the visuals are stunning. First one out, the Spy Master. It says knowledge and distrust, but I am drawn to not only the ribbon, but the key up here, right? And so part of what this whole redirect is that it's giving us keys to unlocked, destinies that may have been locked to us based on, doors that we may have shut, that are now going to be able to be unlocked, with these new course corrections. Then we have the Champion, achievement and downfall. So, it's locking these new achievements that are going to be open to us, and we've got this. You see this beautiful sun kind of rays that are coming out, and that the eye almost like like our third eye, like our intuition is kind of opening up. And it almost looks like too, a lot of times when I think of swords, I think of the tarot and I think of, like knowledge or truth, right? Like Archangel Michael's sword of truth. And it looks like somewhere along the lines, the truth was kind of broken down for you. And so maybe, some kind of a truth is going to be opened up, with all of this new course correction, the things being kind of removed or brought back into your life. The hands of fate. Oh, this one wants to come out too. And we have the diviner, divine timing and evaluation. So it seems as though Spirit was evaluating what was going on, and it had to kind of intervene and, is watering old seeds that were planted and maybe planting new seeds, to kind of make sure that your destiny is taking hold, right, and growing properly. It's a beautiful card. Hand of Destiny. And then we have the Musician, inspiration and gratitude. It's beautiful. And I'm not sure if you are familiar with this, but universe literally means one verse, like music, like a song, like, the vibration. And so, the musician is literally strumming these strings, and playing this music and, putting its vibration out into the universe and creating a new song, and so essentially a timeline shift is literally putting out a new song into the universe. We're on a different chord, a different vibration. Maybe one more from this. I was trying to do some readings earlier and they kept getting interrupted. Oh wow, look at this. We've got a lot going on in this card. It says the thief, seizing the moment and selfishness. Carpe diem, what is it? Seize the day. But here, what I see is I see a lot of coins, kind of like this card here, right? And then my eyes also drawn to this key, just like on this card. And then, being a tarot reader, I see this cup, like on the Ace of Cups, right? And then also, do you see the rings? The rings on this finger? Right? So we've got an Ace of Cups, almost like a new beginning. And the cup's actually kind of dumped out. It's like just spilling out, right? And you're spilling out with all this wealth. You've got these keys to kind of open up, new destinies. You've got gems and jewels just spilling out everywhere, And I don't necessarily feel like a selfish vibe from this. We even have another ring falling out over here too. So, I mean, this very well could be romantic and a business. You could have more than one thing going on. And it's going to be different for everybody since this is a collective reading as well. All right, where else would you like me to go, Spirit? Let's do this one. What messages do you have for the collective with this solar eclipse energy? It's beautiful, the standstill. So maybe you have felt like your life's kind of been in a bit of a standstill. You've got this bird sitting here waiting, kind of in stagnant water, right? Kind of almost has that Temperance vibe where it's just waiting for a fish to come by, just very patiently, just kind of waiting and waiting and waiting, right? Just biding its time, waiting for the perfect opportunity. And then we have flexibility with the tiger, and the tiger represents that feminine energy, right? And it almost has that kind of that same vibe, because what do the predatory cats, they sit and they kind of wait, ready to pounce, right? Just ready for that opportunity, right? That right opportunity to come along, that divine timing, if you will, right? Oh, beautiful. Just for that right opportunity to take that voyage. So maybe there's going to be travel involved, you know. Maybe you've got a little companion. It's beautiful though. Look at the imagery on that. And with all the blue too, it's almost like a communication might be involved, right? So maybe you're waiting for somebody to send you a message that might involve some kind of travel. That beautiful, there's a full moon in this one as well, so that could indicate a little bit of timing. I want to say we have a full moon coming up on the 17th of this month. Don't quote me, but I think it's the 17th. You know what? And since we're talking about the moon, it's a new moon. Let's do the moonology. Little moonology deck. See what it has to say. Oh, these ones just jumped right out. We got 3 of them. Oh, this is beautiful. It's full moon in Pisces. It says balance, spirituality, and practicality. And if you see, it's got that yin yang. And I think, did we just have a full moon in Pisces? I don't know. But this gives me like the yin yang vibes. And right now we're in that period of balancing, with being in Libra, right? And then you've got that blue green, which is kind of like like almost like a mix of the heart and the throat chakra, right? Beautiful blue green. Yep, and the full moon and the full moon. It's beautiful. Oh, and we have a new moon, just like today. It's time to take action. So whatever it is that you've been trying to manifest, whatever it is, maybe it's time to take that voyage to, finally pounce, right? It's that new moon energy, right? To those new beginnings. And then we have the balsamic moon. That beautiful purple, like the crown chakra. And it says, a time for healing. Drawn to this one. What else would Spirit like to tell us before I go to the tarot? To the tarot. What would you like us to know, Spirit? Okay, wow, look at that. Oh, so we have courage. It's number 37, which is the 10, which is new beginning. Look at that. That is just right out there. It's nice bright yellow, which is your solar plexus? Solar plexus, I think? Yeah, which is courage. It's self-esteem. It's just, grab the bull by the horns, whatever it is, whatever it is that's been holding you back from living your dreams, it is time to take action. Go for it, which is kind of funny because this is my debut, right? I've been kind of pussyfooting and I've been, dragging my feet, and today is the day. Shit or get off the pot, right? All right. It's time for a new life. Breathe, or breathe new life into an old project, Number 4, manifestation. Right? You've got the blue again with the, the throat chakra, speak up, whatever it is that's been holding you back, move forward. Now is the time. The time. Divine timing. Go for it. You know, Spirit has given us a whole new timeline, for goodness sakes. Affluence. Look at this, all that green for the heart chakra. You know, whatever it is that your heart has been telling you, you know, whatever it is, whatever you're passionate about, go for it. You know, it's surrounded by all of this, that teeny little thing in the middle that's just waiting to come out. Just let it burst out, right? Feel like maybe one, oh, okay, one more. We have another blue water. You know, and water symbolizes emotions. You know, so maybe it's, you know, your emotions that are holding you back. You know, maybe it's that fear, you know, because it's one of the strongest emotions that, you know, it really just kind of hinders us. And, you know, you need to have that courage to kind of stand up to your fears and do not let them hold you back from living and expressing yourself and your passions. You know, I'm a very bold person myself, and sometimes I let my fears get the best of me as well, you know. All right, so which deck, Spirit, which one are we going for today? Let's see if this one wants to shuffle for me. Oh, it is. It was very sticky earlier. Was not having it. It's nice though, because the visuals on this one are just spectacular. Very, very nice. So, what have you got for us, Spirit? What is this energy going to bring us? It's going to bring us wealth. It's going to bring us partnerships, possibly romantic, business. Let's see. Give us a little more specifics. Apparently it's time to be bold. It's time to fulfill our destinies so that Spirit does not have to do another reset. We have got the King of Cups. We have got the Lovers. Okay, it looks like this might be the Ace of Pentacles. The High Priestess. The Page of Wands. The Ace of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune. The Empress. The Chariot, and Death. Okay, now I gotta show you these cards too, just, you know, not that you don't believe me, but just because they really are just so gorgeous. Okay, and so I'm gonna show you this too. What I was drawn to is this guy, his cup is tipped over and it is empty, and we have this fish and it's almost like he's jumping out of this water. And the impression that I'm getting is that this King of Cups is not used to emotions, right? It's almost like he is typically more of a King of Pentacles, but he does have very, very strong emotions. So he's coming and he is sharing his emotions. He is trying to give you his cup, but he's so not used to, you know, being this King of Cups that he forgot to fill it up with water. You know, and so it's almost like an awkward King of Cups, right? You know, but this is clearly a very divine connection. You know, we have the Lovers here. We have the Ace of Pentacles, which, you know, is a slow moving, but it's like, it is, you know, prosperity. It's everything. I mean, look at this garden. Look at this. This is, you know, this is paradise, right? This is stability. This is, you know, building, like an empire with somebody, right? We've got the Empress here. You know, this is every queen in the tarot, you know, and so this is, I mean, the divine feminine is here. We have the High Priestess, you know, so there might be, you know, a bit of a surprise to this. You know, we even have the moon. The moon's here with her, you know, so that, you know, there might have been something a little bit hidden about this, which might be why there had to be a reset. You know, we've got the full cup. This is, you know, the full emotional fulfillment here. You know, the Wheel of Fortune literally had to be spun again. You know, there had to be a full timeline shift. So, you know, maybe this is a return lover, you know, maybe somebody who got it wrong the first time and didn't realize, you know, how divine this connection was. You know, we've got the Page of Wands. This is, you know, very passionate. I mean, look at the fire here, right? You know, and then do you see this lizard here? This lizard, there are lizards in the desert that actually have a third eye. Oh, and see, we've got the desert here. You know, so lizards can be indicative of intuition, you know, and so maybe this person, you know, especially with the eclipse energy, has had a wake-up call, and they're finally awakened to the point that, like, oh my gosh, this is my divine counterpart. Like, what have I done, right? You know, so, you know, we've got that yin-yang energy again, right? You know, like this person was like, oh my God, I need to hop in my chariot, you know, and get to this person, you know, my divine counterpart is waiting for me, you know. And death, like I said, it gets a bad rap, it really does, but it's, you know, death and rebirth. Death and rebirth. You cannot have a beginning, you know, a lot of times without an ending, you know. Oh, look, we've got the Two of Cups making a... Oh, and the Queen of Cups, the divine counterpart for that king there. We've got Temperance. This really is. This is a divine, this, you know, the divine literally had to intervene. They had to make a timeline shift just to make sure that this happened. That is, it's a kind of a big deal. A kind of a big deal, right? Wow, okay, so this did kind of turn into a bit of a love reading, you know, or maybe this just a really important business partner. I could be wrong. I don't know. There seems to be a lot of love on the table. Maybe you really, really love this business that you're going into with this person, you know? Like, it's a really big deal. You know, so much that the divine yep, see, this is this is a very divine connection. The Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, look at her all smug with her bags of pentacles, you know. Oh, and we've got the Hermit in the bottom, you know. Methuselah on his mountaintop with his enlightenment. Look at him. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. It just keeps going. Oh, and then the Four of Wands. Oh, look at that with the Hangman. All right. And the Hierophant. And the World. All right. Okay. 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 I think we get it. We get it. Okay. So, I am getting the impression that this is probably someone, it could be someone new. It could be someone new who missed you on their path, and, you know, and Source had to redirect. You know, maybe they tripped and didn't quite make it to the train on time, right? But I'm getting the impression that this was somebody who maybe cast you off. Maybe they didn't realize the importance that you had in their life. You know, maybe they picked somebody over you, or maybe they thought Pentacles were more important, because remember what I said, he seemed like more of a King of Pentacles. You know, maybe he wasn't as good at expressing his emotions, you know, before. And so maybe it's really hard for him to come in and express his emotions, you know, which, you know, not all of us are good at. And, you know, so try to be humble and kind when he does come in and he's all awkward with his little empty cup, you know. Just know that he really is, you know, filled with emotions. There is a lot of love. Oh, and then look, 10 of Cups, all the string. I gotta move some. I'm just gonna move this up. We know it's there. What is your advice for the collective, Spirit? What's the advice moving forward? Okay. Communication. All right. You need to be open and honest with your communication. You need to illuminate to them how you feel, because it is going to change both of your worlds regardless. So you may not feel the same way as this person. You may not want the same level of commitment that they do, because all of these cards, if you're not as familiar with the tarot as I am, this indicates marriage. This indicates them wanting to build a life with you, right? You know, ultimate success, celebration, like, oh, marriage is what brings us together, right? You know, I mean, maybe you do, and that's beautiful. Maybe it's aligned in the stars. You know, everything is pointing to a divine counterparts, and you know, but it really is up to you. But communication is king, baby. Oh, and we have the Fool at the bottom. Look at this. This beautiful, and okay, and Judgment. Four out of 5, and they're all major arcana. Wow, I feel like Spirit's making it fairly clear, but okay. But you know, it really is kind of up to you for the most part. I mean, I guess, you know, there's other solar eclipses. But yeah, so, I mean, this is a pretty epic read for my debut, so that's cool. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Oh my goodness. Well, you guys have fun with your little chit chat. And yeah, I guess I will, yep. See you later, collective.